Hey everyone, did you ever see that movie Poltergeist where that family discovers their house is haunted because it was built on an ancient burial ground? Well, you can kind of relate that to your emotions or your patterns or any of the crap that you may have just shoved under the surface and not dealt with, because eventually those emotions, those thoughts, those patterns, all of that stuff from the past will come to the surface if they are not dealt with. So you can kind of think how that can be relatable when we have experienced something from the past and have just buried it deep, but it doesn't go away just because we've buried it. It eventually does come to the surface in a different way, and that can be through triggers, it can be through just our behavior, it can be through even illness or disease. These things can come up and rise to the surface without us even being aware that they are starting to rise to the surface. And then all of a sudden, we are dealing with the skeletons of the past and having to clean up that mess. And sometimes we're not equipped to deal with those things from the past because they have been just have been so buried deeply that we have and have festered that we haven't even figured out how to deal with them. And then we go into flight or fight response mode and maybe react in different ways that are not healthy for us. So what we need to do is begin to create a healthy environment for us to deal with these past issues. So how do we deal with these past issues? Well, very slowly. We have to go within. We have to begin to meditate, do self-reflection. We have to begin to look at those things that we buried deep in the ground and start realizing or understanding them so that we can let them go and clean those up. And that's going to be a long process, because if we've neglected something for a very long time, then it's going to take a while to handle. But all is not lost, because these things can be dealt with effectively and with time, with love, with patience. And if we give ourselves that nurturing, that nourishment that we need to mitigate these things, these corpses from the past, then we can basically move forward in our life. So if there's anything that you would like to deal with or handle, take a look at some of my online courses, and that might help you with finding self-love, meditation, and mitigating those patterns. I hope this helped you. See you next time.